want to put a public press conference out there, put a reasonable things that is related to justice for Mohbad. If you
everything, Weston will be in better position.
This was not established in court.
It's not fully established. It's not.
You need to stop sponsoring those punch, all those things you are writing for them to put out. You are the ones funding that stuff. Andy, you and Geresi, Andy especially, you funding all those press conference on punch, writing it for them because you have the money to sponsor it. I don't even know who is giving you the money to do what you're doing, but I said be guided and stop that rubbish, Andy. Whatever you people are doing on that group, you people are beginning to get some of us really, really angry.
Nobody noticed that thing. Number one, I won't mince my word. Number one, Baba Mohbad's lawyer, they are not respected. And that was why I said that inquest is a waste of time. I'm saying it is a waste of time because Baba Mohbad's lawyer, they are not respected. You know, and there's one question that the guy asked. Wallahi, if Nancy, maybe I was this year, I would have given him a slap. Imagine him asking the Lagos State the government doctor that came to talk about the toxicology and everything. Imagine him asking the man who is funding who funded the processes.
Mm-hmm.
When he asked that question, they were like, even me, I was like, how will you go and who do you think they will tell you?
Who was he asking?
He was asking, there was a doctor that came today. I think it's from the Lagos State doctor. And it was the one that said that 3 to 4 weeks time, the reports will be out. So it also appears that they don't even know who took the samples. Like the legal thing, they don't even know who took the samples. Because the doctor said that when the result
was dragging on the internet for, because I heard Golden Seal say that. And everybody know that these steps are the steps that should be taken and will be taken accordingly. Because they are listening, they are taking notes. Everybody's anger is valid. But Baba Mohbad is the complainant. Yet we all love Mohbad, but he's the father of the deceased. So that is the position for the autopsy, because I heard it on Paparano. That is the position for the private autopsy thing. It's a civil matter. It has no consequence in that court. That court is not somewhere. You see, a coroner inquest is not a court where you bring requests or all those things.
Exactly. Even
you
witnesses.
understand? It's just for you to come and tell us what happened to this person and connect the dots. That is it. So my people, I am going to another platform because I want to share this thing so that we can understand it, so that we can understand how this private autopsy works. And we, as concerned citizens, we can also do something. I've broken it down.
The reason I'm still
can they add to their stories later? Can they add to that? Which stories? Like whatever they've said right now, if they decide to go to
is it stories or statements?
to court, right? After to court, whatever they have stood right now,
Story or
can they add
statements?
to it or no?
Gbas.
Can they add to their story? I mean, can they recall them as witnesses in the court?
They will definitely recall them, but would they be able to have
additional? Basically, it's at the discretion of the court. Yeah.
I
don't know if you're following me.
I do.
But that is it. I don't want to give out too many clues because our enemies are in the, in the building. But that's basically it. So
you are your own enemy.
Imagine enemy. This pending's testimony. Those of you that were.
Is it not a representative of the Oba in question regarding to the pattern?
What in face reality is simply man.
Is what?
I think because lawyers did not cross-examine him, that's why it was even like that.
That's why I said, but let's calm down. Cross-examination is coming. This is examination in chief. Just calm down. I've told you, I've admitted the only blunder from our side, and I apologize for it. We are sorry that happened. I apologize on behalf of the lawyers because it is not something, and Mr. Odumosu was not even there. This is junior now, so yeah. So I admit it because I've been hearing the bashing. Yes, but why don't we wait for cross-examination? Then we now pass our final judgments.
Hey, yeah. Oh God. This is Georgina.
So much, Mama. I'm at work, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Ma.
Thank you so much.
So please let's wait for cross-examination.
I appreciate this.
Okay, ma.
The fault is legal thing because I expected when they came back for where they went to observe that body, they could have called bossman. If I have anything, if I want to make any inquiries, I can inbox bossman. It takes me nothing. Marco chatting warning. I want you to explain something to me. Okay, you guys we went there, you are back. At last day, go bye Lario. Bawola she mag be kale for public. John to really can sọ̀rọ̀ ká mọ̀ kota ma just so. From there, Ogboma Jadi. But with this,
one
narrative, one for body, okay. Tàdé ń pé orísun ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan wà ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà nínú dúfè níbo lè jẹ́ sí wá. No. Not only me, if you come to our Olori platform yesterday, even today, I was wasn't expecting that. So the legal team should work. The legal team should work hand to hand.
The video where they mentioned that.
Please, we need that. Yes, sir.
You saw it. I heard it.
They said it. It's what they heard. The bossman said he heard it too.
I was because I'm of the opinion that we should listen to it and get the context.
I told you guys I'm also another, but please, Golden Steel and every other person, I just want to
try to at least the legal team. You guys should do something.
Everybody,
we need results.
Your cries, your anger,
you understand that you are trying to protect the court, the law professional, and this. But me, I'm saying it. That those lawyers, I don't.
Is that bossman speaking?
The team are working. We want to see the results. Underground. We are tired of underground. We want results. We want results, bossman. We want to show results.
Bossman voice different from the usual bossman.
Don't expect. You could see even when the NBA representative was talking, you could see the way he came late. He came very late, and he was still allowed to talk. You know, it was just you could see the way it was carrying himself.
So let me hear from you. Let me hear from K Crown. What was your observation of the counsel to Baba Mohbad in terms of their advocacy and presentation? What was your observation? I don't want to sound biased, right? I want to hear from you because you were in court. So tell me, what was your observation?
Number one, they were a bit reluctant to even want to talk in the first place. But when they finally decided to ask questions, one question was making sense. The other one was just so like I say, Nami, okay, imagine them asking. They want to know that who is funding the toxicology and the autopsy. Is who is funding it? They're asking them who is funding it. That's in the Lagos State doctor. Even everybody.
Sorry, somebody was calling me. Can you start from the beginning? I'm sorry, your observation. Okay. I'm so sorry, please. You said that from the time they came in, I want you to just maybe body language, whatever you saw that you observed. Tell me.
I said
from you, please.
They were not acting as if they were in charge of the case. Okay. They were not acting as if they're in charge. They were asking the wrong question as if they do, like, you know, when
Yeah, go going to my lawyer.
they should be able to, like,
She better set the question for
Bossman ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
No, Bossman kọ́ ló sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. That's not Bossman.
Because bóyá pé voice yẹn yàtọ̀.
No, that's not Bossman. Ìyẹn máa ń kanra sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ó máa ń kanra sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí.
for the intervention of
Bossman tó ń dárúkọ ẹ̀ ni.
spending wounds are going to
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbélé kúrò. Westo ń sọ, Andy ń sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Westo.
My eye is not everywhere. Wait, Mr. Andy, my eye is not everywhere. Anybody that is seeing what I'm not seeing, it's fine. But for me, I did not see Obelegushi in court, and I did not see anyone that said I came to represent Obelegushi. No, I did not.
Really, my eyes is not everywhere.
Westo ṣe dárúkọ Obelegushi ò dẹ̀ jọ́ dárúkọ. Ó dẹ̀ sọ pé orí wọn.
Himself in court to say I'm a Obelegushi representative. It could be anyone. Do we do personal introduction in court? The answer is no. The only person that addressed himself before the court are the counsels and where they are representing. A counsel said he's representing music industry. One said he's representing a charity organization. The other one is, you know, is it fine? Is it fine? Is it fine? Some of you hosts. Let me just leave it like that. You said what? Please, a representative said.
According to
that is a council. So some said we are representing Falano Shemba. One said he's representing the entertainment industry. It's a council. They are lawyers. The other one said he's representing Ada Universe. Blah 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 blah. You understand? Why should someone now say a representative of the king is in court? Has anyone said I'm a representative of the king? Do we do personal introduction in court? Westo, please, let's move on. Westo, please, let's move on. Where is all this thing coming from? Anything can when this thing coming from? Anybody can pass. Westo, Mr. Andy, come back.
like busted. Ṣé ká máa gbọ́ Westo náà àbí ká gbọ́ àwọn boss rat? Èwo ni ká gbọ́ méjèèjì? Ẹ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
When he was saying that thing, they should not ask me. The guy was at the point challenging the judge. Then after the other lawyers in that question like this, he now said as the court pleases, as the clause wishes, or wherever. But immediately
Westo àbí? Ó yá ṣé ká play Westo àbí èwo ni ká play
was denied of Prime Boy. He didn't even agitate, like he didn't even try to make effort to still even talk like okay, like, the guy just said as he pleases. So everything just died like that. So I don't think there are many loopholes. If we want to, and for me, the Coroner Inquest again is a time waster. Most of the lawyers there.
Okay, Westo. Oh yeah, let me play Westo for you guys.
Talking as if they're having fun.
No, Aries is not online again. Ó ti lọ tiẹ̀.
Obelegushi plate number.
I did not see plate number.
No, I'm asking Mr. No, I'm asking Mr. No, I'm asking Mr.
Hearing people saying some stuff right there. Prince K Crown, because once you made that statement, the people took it out of context. Mama A2 is not working for anybody. She has nothing to lose or even nothing to gain with this. If anything, she's crying just the same way we're crying. If anything, she's here for justice for Mohbad. And one statement can make people think that, oh, okay, this person is, please, I beg of you. She's here to fight for justice, and that's how it is. She's working with the legal system. She's a lawyer. Please, she's a barrister. I beg, permit me if I'm not saying it the right way, because I don't know anything about the law. Let me put it that way. But she's a lawyer, she's a barrister, and she in her own right, in her own way, just like every other persons here. I know that we work somewhere, we're professionals, in our own right. We know what we're saying when it comes to the things that concerns us. So please, I beg of you, if you hear something and that person is not saying it the way you think she should say it, there's a way we should put it across to them. Or not just to make them feel like, oh, okay, I don't think you are. No, please. I do apologize for that, Mama A2, because I've seen what people have put down there, especially when Prince K Crown said to you that I don't know whose side, but he didn't mean it that way. I would say it now. He didn't mean it like whose side are you on and all of that. You represent your legal team from your chambers, and you're here because you've been here from day one. So please, I don't want you people writing those things that you wrote on the comment section. Not nice. Please, I beg of you. Let's keep this place as peaceful as we can. We're getting a lot of jabs from left, center, and right already, as the case may be. Please, I beg of you. Thank you. Go ahead, Prince K Crown. Hello.
Yeah, I can't even remember what I was saying before.
Yeah, some people said he did not mean it. Okay, respectfully, me, I said he did not mean it. Yes, as in we miss team. Please stop.
No,
Please.
no. It's not Wumi's team.
No.
No, I don't mean. I don't know. I'm like saying when I said the side she's on, like if she's for the legal team, like the law as a profession, or maybe Babamba's legal team. That is what I mean.
Yeah, she got it. She got the message. I'm very certain that she didn't take offense. She understood where you were coming from, and we've moved beyond that. So those who got it wrong and will continue in the comment section are those ones that need to be re-educated on this. I don't think this calls for any form of argument. She got the message. She didn't take offense. She even laughed over it, and we'll talked over it, and we've moved on beyond that. And so I don't think that it's a big issue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. God bless you. Thank you. Mama A2, are you there? Hello, Mama A2.
I'm here.
I think we've addressed that right now, please. God bless you so much. Let's just move on, please.
One thing Mama Etu should do for us. Help us gather. We need sand one. we need this thing. We cannot afford to just mess up with this case in our hands. We need correct ogbonge lawyer that has swallowed many hearts.
Swallowed many hearts.
Lady Ryan.
Yes, my brother. There are many lawyers in Lagos, no?
Keep Prince K Crown, I can hear you.
Many.
See, the reason I don't know. I just maybe God just made me just go to this inquest.
I know, right?
Many loopholes. Many loopholes. I think you need to. There's a need for us to talk to Mr. Muyiwa. I'm not calling him out. Like I said, these are my observations. Now, people are asking this question now that did Brekete lawyer did Brekete send any lawyer there? Now, like to be sincere and to be honest.
Yeah.
I asked Mr. Baba Mubad when we were about going to the inquest. I asked him. I said, "What about?" I just like and Brekete is not saying anything. Or people ask what the Brekete said. Now the response he gave to me, I don't know. The response he gave to me is like maybe I come to visit you.
Thank you, Chris
And
Mark. Thank you so much.
it's just like I come to visit you, and you entertain me. You did a lot. We had fun. We went out. We did this. We did that, and I left. Maybe I spent some time and I left. And when I now ask, when maybe boss man will now ask, okay, when last did you see Lady Ryan himself? I will now say, the last time I went there, that was the last time I saw Lady Ryan, and I've not even we have not talked and all of those things. That is the case. I believe with this analogy, you should understand.
Yeah.
You should get the answer.
Yeah.
That there's no longer a communication between Baba Mubad and Brekete. Like since he left Brekete. That is what I'm trying to say.
I think Baba Mubad, just like Mama A2 rightly said earlier on, that Baba Mubad is not educated, and that has put him in a place of disadvantage. So Baba Mubad might not be too good with the use of words, especially when it has to do with connotations and denoting things. Perhaps Baba Mubad didn't communicate it properly as intended based on the agreement between himself and Brekete. I must re-emphasize this, that this period is a waiting period for discourse, especially as it has to do with Brekete and Baba Mubad. Brekete rightly said that he's only waiting for the outcome of the demand he put before the Lagos whatever, and they've given him dates. He's patiently waiting for the date. Almost every day in his show, he normally come up with a form of countdown. So if Baba Mubad has said something that connotes he hasn't heard anything from that area, he's not doing justice to that affirmation. Rather, I would say,
Don't get it wrong. Like he has not called him, or they've not
that's what
spoken.
I'm saying. He has not called him. He shouldn't even say he hasn't called him. He should have, because there's an agreement, there is a waiting, there's something we are looking forward to. He should have just said to you that, oh, what we concluded on was that so, and that will give a positive
He can't put it
message.
like that because, sorry to cut you, he can't put it like that because you don't know how I put it to him for him to give me that kind of answer. So he didn't put it like that. There's no how he will have put it that way, and there was no how. I believe he was just being sincere to me, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm also being sincere to you, because Baba Mubad would not be calling Brekete, and Brekete would not be calling Brekete.
Yeah,
they were not friends. They didn't know each other from Adam.
I agree with you, Mr. Dodson, because I guess he does. You always call them Mr. Miwa and the legal team, so you expect that the legal team should reach out to Baba Mubad.
Fantastic. So my own concern at the moment is just that I just want to know.
But hold on. If these are the claims, should he not know? Should he not get? That means there's no feedback for him or to him.
Yeah, that still boils down to what we were talking initially.
There's no feedback. Sorry, let me come in here. What do you mean there's no feedback? Sorry, Mr. Prince K-Crown, what are you saying? There's no feedback to him?
Yes. Bossman said that if that maybe Baba Mohbad expects that if they want to reach out to Berekete will reach out to the legal team, right?
But
Bossman.
yes,
let me
Mr.
say
Miwa.
something here. Let me tell you, no matter what you say, at some point, if you had gone further than that, he will tell you to contact his legal team or contact Mr. Muyiwa. Do you understand? There are certain things he will talk about, and there are things he will not even talk to you about. That's the truth. Do you understand where I'm coming from? There's a relationship,
I understand what you're
and that's the
saying,
reason
but
why that's why
I
he's
know
talking to
how
you. There are
I
certain persons
pose.
that will ask him certain questions at that inquest. He won't even answer.
Nobody even asked him anything, sef, because we didn't allow him to grant any interview.
No, I
But
mean
like I
when you
said,
were talking to him, when you were asking him about Brekete.
yeah, there's a way I put the question to him that there's no how he's going to put it. I put the answer to him.
What
Like,
was your question again, please? What did you
I
ask
just
him?
told him that, and Brekete said we should wait for 10 weeks. I told him. I said Brekete said we should wait for 10 weeks that he has given the government. That what just the word I threw at him.
Okay,
And
so what was his response?
he said since he left that they've not even spoken, that he has not even contacted Brekete since then.
Yeah, so that's not bad. He's waiting. He's also waiting for that 10 weeks. It doesn't mean that Brekete has to be calling him. There's nothing for them to talk about. So we're all waiting, just like Brekete is waiting. There's nothing. Is he going to call him and say, "Oh, Mr. Loba, how are you?" We're still waiting. He knows. Mr. Loba knows. He has his team. He also has his legal team that will be keeping him abreast of what is going on. So he truly doesn't have to say anything in that regards. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was expecting him to call you and say, Baba Mohbad, oh lo.
I'm screaming. Oh my God. I know, right? Ebelembe. No, Ebelembe is very busy right now, and he has done what he wants to do, and we're just waiting to hear. You will hear from Ebelembe. Let's wait patiently. You will hear from him. He's not a man. He's a man of his word. He's not a guy a man that will start something and just leave it halfway. He knows the world has heard
If there's anyone,
and he knows that he will have to deliver.
Okay.
In
Okay,
this
what
case,
if, please, I want to ask a question. What if, end of the day, the government came out with another story? What are we going to do?
There will be problem. There will be problem.
So if that is why we need to make the legal team needs to act, because the legal team can, I think they can write to, they can plead in courts that they want to do their own autopsy and other. What's the other one?
I'm actually aware of that. I'm letting you know today that the legal team actually working on that part.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy. Ẹ bá mi pàtẹ́wọ́ fún boss man, ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ́wọ́.
But you know what? But it's not everything we have.
Lady Ryan, use your trumpet.
Ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn. Help me to clap for him now, ma. Please, ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ́wọ́. Ẹ bá mi ṣá wọn látẹ́wọ́.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Sorry,
Boss man, please wait. Ẹ jẹ́ kó pàtẹ́wọ́ fún yín.
These are going to make me burst now into laughter.
Boss man, no. Yeah,
okay,
good.
let's give him a drum roll first.
Yes, a clap, ma. Please clap for him. Boss man. He sweets me for body.
Rapture is about to sound right now.
That's the trumpet of rapture. I'm
Wumi, we are ready for you, Wumi. So ti gbọ́ kan tó sọ, etí ẹ̀ ò di o. So ti gbọ́, ó lọ fà. Oh God, boss man, thank you so much. In fact, that's a great response. Hey, I want to go to my streets for body be this. Go, boss man, thank you again.
Holding still, they have their plans.
Ọlọ́run ọkàn mi ṣe balẹ̀ sí ni.
They have. And in regards with the DNA too, they have their plans. Don't worry about that.
I'm happy with the response.
Let me be honest with you guys. The reason why we can, the legal team can be coming online. See, we are like 56, 60 people here. See, we are not alone. We have at least out of 60 of us here, at least 10 of us are from the other. We can't just be coming and getting
Yes, I
information
know.
here. It is we can't come on
What if
TikTok.
we let's spoil? I know say they could go to play am for their own this thing be like this. So.
They're playing.
What if mama gbe? Oh yes, sáré gbe. Egbe iṣẹ́ yín ni na your na work.
Wow.
Continue,
There's no
boss
going
man.
back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Mr. Loba asked for two things. He wants justice for his son, and also he wants the DNA. That is right. And I know that nobody is saying that's not his right. I've heard people say, oh, they should have done it secretly. It would have been with the family. It's not like they're saying it's not his right, so that's in his own right to do that. And so she has to do the needful, right? And that child is an aloba, that according to her, and she will need to show and prove it. It's as simple as A, B, and C. The only thing is that he has not been served.
Take care.
She's not available. Umi, you need to be available. Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Let's do this. You need to be available. You need to be available and do it because you've come out several times and I've read your stuff when you said you're ready. Some of your people will come out and say you're ready. You wanted this. They even threatened Baba with it that Baba will hear
Exactly.
me. This, that. He has done it now. So please, receive it so that we can start the process.
There was this lawyer that
Ẹnu ni Wùnmí ní.
I'm,
Lórí
I'm
ẹnu.
just I'm just remembering something right now.
Yeah, go
Yeah, I
ahead.
just remembered something right now. There's this lawyer. He's from Falano Chamber too. So after the court session, he came out and we were outside the court premises and he was trying to discredit the fact that the case was taken to Brekete. Yes. I
Outside.
think like the case was taken to Brekete. I think anyone who was probably on Westos or Arifa's life, maybe there was a time he was interviewing one lawyer like that. The guy has bar hair like this. I think that guy is from Falano Chamber. He was the one that said they want to withdraw and all. So it was discrediting. Now he wasn't saying it on the interview, but he was talking to the lawyer that came from the NBA that àwọn tó gbé case lọ sí Brekete ṣé Brekete ló máa sọ fún court nǹkan tó máa ṣe ni. You understand? That was the statement he was making, and he was just laughing. When he was making that, I looked at him. Our eyes, jam, and then he was just laughing. And, he entered this car and all. So I think these lawyers themselves, they know. See. I don't know. There's nothing anybody will tell me right now. Maybe then when I have not witnessed anything, or maybe maybe I didn't go to the court, and we are just relying on information people are supplying, and maybe with the discussion we are having with about Dega team or whatever. Though there's nothing anybody can tell me right now except we just want to be rubbing their head, like say want to be also be rubbing their head.
Can you repeat that thing in English so that people who don't understand Yoruba will understand what you
He said that those that carried the case to Brekete, that will Brekete tell the court what to do. That was what the guy said. Yes, I heard him. We are, when after the court, when people come out, you'll be hearing gist now. People will be talking.
Yeah, thank you for being that observant.
Observe your help. They'll be talking. So and even the lawyers themselves, they'll be having discussions among themselves. So
And now they are saying that because they know that some people are actively lazy and some people are just out there for destruction. Do you understand? They know that Brekete pushed a lot. Do you understand, into them appearing today? Do you get? So in their minds, they are like, oh, the man does not understand what's going on. They already know how it's going to go and how everything is going to end. This, da, 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 and everything. That is why they made that statement. And typical like Lagos setting, oh, for example, all case settled, right? In his mind is like, oh, is it prohibited? I will tell the courts what to do. Like, aren't they all in one accord, that kind of thing. But that's not what the case is, because why did you go inside there to say you're pulling out? Do you understand? If you're not afraid of, Brekete himself, do you get? Or the moves that he even put to play. There are more moves coming, so you should just fasten your seatbelts. Enough is enough. Rubbish.
And that was kind of what he just said was just very childish coming from a lawyer of that, standard. How can you say a thing like that? Even if Brekete is going to do something like, "Shay, I want to be case lossy Brekete, Shikini Brekete Feshe." Think about it. Brekete is not a lawyer. He's, you know what I mean? Like,
he's an advocate.
He's an advocate, and he's going to touch. If he has to do something, he's definitely going to be taking advice from the legal people that he has around him. He has top sons. What are they talking about? What is the guy talking about? He's not even a son. He's from Falanos chamber. What is he talking about?
Exactly.
He's very lucky that it's just the kind of lawyer that he has now, that he's dealing with, and they're already biased in court. And then, trust me, there are people that will walk in there. This is not the end. It's just an inquiry, right? The main case is coming up. So the Israelite or the Pharisees that you see today, you won't see them tomorrow. So he should get himself ready. Really get himself ready.
Brekete never said he was trying to tell the court what to do. Do you understand? It's what Baba Mubad came to his show to express to him, saying that he wants the DNA and the autopsy and toxicology. Know the reason why the son died.
He was just being funny. He was just trying to be funny.
Yeah, he was just being stupid.
About it.
Not even
Very
funny.
stupid.
Like he's not. I can't laugh about it. It's just daft. I'm sorry.
Very dumb. I'm sorry too. That was just being dumb. What kind of a statement is that? Like, will Brekete tell the court what to do? Brekete knows the people to. If they move this thing to Abuja, that man won't even stand a chance.
You will not know. They are not going to.
When you start hearing
they're not
that
going to pick him.
you will know how far.
They can't pick him to go and speak that and spew rubbish over there. No, they will. In fact, maybe Falana himself might want to go, or somebody. Yeah,
honestly,
like, they're not gonna send that idiot.
No,
do you understand? No, they can't send him because Abuja is a game changer. Like serious game changer.
Abuja, don't joke. They don't joke.
It's FCT. Nobody wants to ruin their reputation because you can ruin it by the second. But
they're looking at this case and they're laughing. In Abuja, they'll be looking at this case and they'll be laughing. Like, are you kidding me?
Literally, and it's so sad that a lot of people, like a lot of important people that are supposed to like really know about it, like they've heard of it, they just don't know what's happening.
Bella, don't worry. I know where you're going. Keep that one. Keep that part, please. I was that thought just came to my mind, and then you started talking about it again.
I'm just tired. I'm so sorry.
I know.
Brekete knows exactly what he's doing. People should calm down. Calm down.
See, Brekete is Brekete is waiting for the 10 weeks that they gave. And Babam legal team are already working on what I just said. All right. So whenever the 10 weeks elapses, and he's going to commemorate with Baba's legal team coming up doing the needful by conducting that part that I just said. So by the time the government stuff comes out, we also have our own results, so we can compare. And that's what it is.
So I wanted to say this, that I think we should look at it from this perspective. So yes, Brekete, I'm waiting for the 10 weeks, but I think we should insist. I think I've said this before on this platform. We should insist that the private autopsy is done.
Yeah,
I stand with that 100%. And the lawyers should take the steps. I've given the hints here. The civil action should be filed before the High Court of Lagos State, and the parties will be Mr. Joseph Aloba versus Lagos State University. I think, is it a lawsuit? I don't know where his body is, but let's just assume it's lawsuit. Then the Nigerian Police Force will be a party, particularly the Commissioner of Police. You cannot just join Nigerian Police Force. You must join a person. That is the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State. These are the things that we should do. And see, let me tell you something. I'm 100%. Me too. When I joined the live, I'm sure you could hear me. I was really upset. I was even stammering because, I just been hearing a lot of things. I'm like, what is all this? But at this point, okay, let's just move ahead. Let these things
not
be
just the
done.
Commissioner of Police, Mama Etu. Sorry, I just wanted you to add something to the list. Yeah, because they promoted them so swiftly. The first PRO, that one too must be there. The one that came, Ayunde, Abi, whatever his name is, that came out saying stuff, his name too must be there. Like everybody, because they quickly promoted them shortly.
For the there can be an overflow of defendants, although I don't know how the courts look at it. Some courts will say, oh, if you have joined the Commissioner of Police, it's okay, that's their head, you understand, but it's okay to join those people. But what I just want us to carry in our hearts to bed today is that we should ask for a private autopsy to be done. I am a big fan of that. Boss man knows I've been saying this thing since the beginning. I don't want to rely on the evidence that Lagos State is going to present. I am not interested. I want a double. This is what Sylvester Oromoni's father did. He got a private pathologist to conduct an autopsy on, because he wanted an independent result. That is not too much to ask.
If the legal team, they're working on that, but they need to work faster. They need to do it faster. If they are taking one step at a time, they need to take double step. We need to get that thing done.
Yes. From what they saw today, they should do double steps.
So now they are listening to everybody. They are listening to us here. I've said it.
Everything that you are saying right now, that's why I allow everyone to speak their mind. I am writing everything down, and I'm going to send it to the legal
that's
team.
my own thing. So I'm not going to tell a lawyer how to do his case. I mean, it's not in my place to do that, but at least let's do the private autopsy so that when this thing comes out in 10 weeks, we compare and contrast. You can still tender the private one to the courts, and the courts will now decide, why are these things conflicting? If they are conflicting, do we understand? And then we take it from there. If we want total justice, we must take measures to procure this justice. So, and getting justice is a painful journey. Let me tell you, it was never easy. Go and ask people who do land case in Lagos State what they go through to get justice, to get back their lands from land grabbers. It's a painful journey. It's painful. There will be days of disappointment, but we must always be logical. Let us get this thing done. No more excuses. No more I am waiting, I am projecting, I beg, let's move ahead.
They have the result. And looks.
No, last suit.
Last suit. Yeah, that's university. That teaching university. Is it last suit?
So now let me tell you why I believe what you have said, because last suit has the facility. Okay, so I know that autopsy is done. Now this Mohbad's case, I've heard of toxicology a lot of times, but I've never really had it done in any of my cases. Because I've never had anything so suspicious like this. Autopsy always cuts it for us. Then we get the pathologist to come, and then as an expert witness, we just corroborate his reports. Then the court admits it as evidence. But except I'm wrong, because like I said, I like to speak from a place of information. But I want to confirm: is lawsuit telling us that they don't have the facility to conduct a toxicology? Is that what Lagos State University Teaching Hospital is telling us?
I guess they claiming,
don't have the facility.
They do. Some of the final year students, they take it. Some of the final year students did it. They're the one that actually did the test. All right, and the Lagos State government are saying that for fairness and transparency, they just want to take it out of the country just to show that they do not tamper with it and blah 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 blah. That's what their excuse. But those people
after they've done it,
yes, It was,
After they've tampered with the
they
body.
lied. Allegedly, they lied that they took it out. When actually want to when we went to Berekete. That's it. And I was telling them, what are we waiting for? Go to Loot, go to Lasut or whatever it is. They did it there. Just information. You know, I will peg it there. I don't want to talk more about that.
The little criminal cases I've done. So because I'm not a state counsel, I'm a private counsel. I'm just always holding watching brief for my clients while the Lagos State lawyers prosecute the defendant. But the little criminal lawyer I have done in my life, we have always used lawsuits for so many medical results, examinations, and all of those things. And as a teaching hospital, it's expected of them to have the facility. Because I'm asking myself, so there are pathologists that are in training, right? Medical students who are pathologists in training.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm correct, because I don't know all these medical things. Even though I want to have it, I want to give
You are
birth
right.
to I want my children to be
You are
doctors,
right.
but well. So yeah, so the pathologists in training, now what do they use as their practical? You know, how do they get results? Because for them to, they would conduct it and then send it for examination and interpret the results. So how would they be able to get such practical results? That's my question. Like, I'm just wondering, are we even putting our country in a good light when we say things like this? We need, I don't know, Lagos State government needs to sit down and reevaluate how they have behaved in this whole fiasco, because I really don't understand it. It's now seeming to me like a conspiracy, because how can you tell me that Lagos State University Teaching Hospital does not have the facilities to conduct a toxicology and deliver same to Nigeria police? That you have to take samples abroad and we have to wait for, it's not 10 weeks to me, because before they called them to ask them how long and they said it was 10 weeks, it was already like 3 months or 4 months gone.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me, but I still stand.
Will say that such a thing never happened that he knew of. If they are trying to link it up to link that the death of Mohbad to anything else, it shouldn't be him eating a Prado Douglas and get it broken. The way Spending explained himself, I am disappointed in everyone. Though I'm yet to listen to the testimony of Prime Boy, but I believe in him and I trust him. So far, everybody associated and linked to Mohbad, I'm disappointed in them for the reason that Prime Boy could say that the some of the broken glass could have entered into the body of Mohbad and they got home safe, sound, without any issue. I think Prime Boy should come back on April 15 to retract all these mistakes that he has made, because he won't find it easy by the time cross-examination and questions are being thrown to him by different lawyers who are of high repute to uncover and to reveal those things that he has lied upon. So it's the testimony of, to me, the testimony of Prime Boy, the testimony of Spending is an hogwash. It was coached to come and give the testimony just because he's trying to exonerate someone and leaving some people in the mess. So please, my brother, if we are analyzing today, I am highly disappointed in Spending, and I will say that Spending was trying, because I don't know, all of a sudden, so the moment I saw him,
Mr. Guresi, you cannot do the talking. I'm not done with my analysis. We cannot do the talking alone.
Okay, I'm coming.
Let me say something, Mr. Guresi. We were both in court, and I can tell you that you are, I don't know the right word, because I won't like it to look to you as if I want to enter you somehow. But I will just say that don't conclude when the session of spending is not yet over. There were several questions that were not asked from spending. And there were several things he didn't say because it was not cross-examined. I just mentioned that spending only attended to examination in chief, which was done by his own lawyer. Other people had to cross-examine him to determine some fact, which they did not do. So when you now say that you are disappointed, it means you have concluded that he has been done, or he has given every detail, which he has not done. Spending to me has not even answered any question. And for you to say he's lying, he might be lying, but what he said is not enough to call him liar, because the lawyer are there to ask questions. Don't forget that you should not say too much in court for it not to be used against you. And definitely some things might not be important if he was not asked. That doesn't mean that those things are not real. But what if he was not asked? Should he now become pro? And you know, it is a coroner court. And in coroner court, sometimes it is open-ended question, sometimes it is close-ended question. Sure. Now, for me, if that question you are saying, or all these things you expected spending to say, of course, me and you, we are not there. It's only spending that is there. If spending wants to lie, it's the one that will determine the type of lie he wants to lie. If you want to say the truth, it's the one that will say the truth. Me and you cannot ascertain because we are not there. Except if you have been able to get another correct information different from what spending is coming to say.
Hello, my brother. Hello.
Even me. Wait, even me. You see what I don't want us to do here is that I don't want it to look as if spending is done with his narration. He has not even started because he has not been asked any question. And when people are saying they are disappointed in spending, if I may ask, what did spending said that made us to be disappointed? Virtually all of us will have nothing to say. This is what.
Hello, my brother. Hello. Please hold on.
He has not even started. That is what.
Hello, my brother. Hold on. You are right for the, as in you are right to your own thoughts, but the way you see, he has given to an extent his narrative of what he knew and what he saw. Looking at it, my brother, you can choose to defend him.
Say defend him, Mr. Gracie, please. Don't say defend him. Don't even say defend him.
Okay, hold on.
People can take issue like they can. You should understand our people. Don't even say that.
Just let me land.
I will never agree to that, Mr. Gracie.
Okay, if you are not defending him, can I just say my own?
I will never agree to that until you take that word.
That you are defending him?
Yes, why should you say that?
Well, you are looking at it
from where me and you. I'm coming, Mr. Gracie. You cannot do the talking all the time. You have to leave chance for other people to come in. Load on, Mr. Gracie. Has there been anything I have said here that is different from what you yourself had from spending? If you are not satisfied and it's not well detailed, or it's not detailed enough, or it's not enough compared to what you expected, why can't you also consider the fact that the session for spending was not completed? Was he asked any question? It was only examination in chief. He was not asked any question.
Hello,
you have come to say that reason why the session was not completed is because it was forming, it was acting, it was this. That would have been another argument, another thing to talk about. That can be argued. That maybe what he did trying to say is there is it. If you have come to say you don't believe in that, it's fine. But saying that, I don't understand.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes,
please give me the audience without interruption. Please and please.
But you have to
Well,
make it brief too.
very,
So
very
that
brief.
person
Very,
know
very
how
brief.
to manage
Very,
time,
very
please.
brief. Very,
Okay.
very brief.
Okay.
Well, anybody can believe or anybody can assume or agree or accept to what Spending has said. But I did my own personal investigation and I knew from the narrative there is a different thing. There is a difference between your own submission and being cross-examined. If Pendy was cross-examined, some lies could be exposed and some lies could be covered. But from what he has said, you were there. I don't mix words. I speak to him very often. I can still speak to him anytime. But wherever anyone goes, I will come out to say it. Spendy said he was fighting with everybody at the show. He was fighting with everybody, which means he has included Wunmi to everybody was fighting. And that when they were going home and they got home, that he saw Prime Boy on Monday, and he left there on Monday evening. And while he was going, you see, let us critically analyze everything the boy said. If we look at it and we are to analyze it, I might be wrong. But the fact is, if anybody is trying to play me, no matter how close or how dear you are to me, I will always tell you, don't play me, because you can't play God. I know it and I know it all. Now, the thing is, Spending came there. He started by saying, Prime Boy and Mohbad were fight, as in Prime Boy was fight. There was a fight at that place, and Mohbad came down and was trying to say, "We want to go, and we should go with this."
Wunmi said the same thing now. Wunmi said this thing.
Hello, please, hold on.
Mr. Guresi, there are still a lot of things I want to discuss actually.
You will say
like I said, try to make
please, can we allow Wesley to finish? Please, can we allow Wesley to finish the whole narration? Then we'll come back and analyze. We've been here for like 2 hours and we've not said anything regarding. For 3 hours, I've not said anything regarding this Spending thing. Can we just allow him to finish the whole stuff and we come out and analyze? We still have a lot of time.
Okay, no wahala. But Spending to me is a big disappointment today. That's all. Thank you.
So, thank God you said to you, and likewise every other person that felt disappointed too. But as far as I'm concerned, I will conclude on this when Spending is being cross-examined, and some things who is not, if he tries to hide some things, I will have my own conclusion about him as well. But for the fact that he has not been cross-examined, it will be difficult for me to have that conclusion. That is me. I'm talking me, not other person. Thank you. All right. Then we move. So far so good for all the people that have been going to Coroner Inquest to talk. They have their full session to the extent that the cross-examiner will say, my lord, that will be all for now. That will be all for the witness. And at the end of the day, the judge can now say, the witness can now go, that is being freed. There is a legal time they used for all this. Now, when this is not yet done or said to Spending, cross-examination questions are not easy. You say something, they ask you a question, you contradict yourself, they pin you down, they come again, they use your word to knock your word for you. You yourself will know that you are a liar. And I'm expecting this to happen to Spending. And it's possible that it happened. And when that happened, then I can come to conclusion that he failed, he fumbled. And because that is not happening yet, I don't know. And I said, Wunmi said the same thing, that there was a fight. Yes, Wunmi said it. And even, what if I said that Prime Boy has also told me before that, Mohbad, yo, come everybody, even Prime Boy told me. And if Spending now told me the same thing on another ground, does it mean that Prime Boy and Wunmi have, Prime Boy and Spending have concluded on what to say? Because ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn méjèèjì jọra wọn to me, and I'm expecting that it is one thing they say offline, like off record, outside the court, I want to wait if the same thing will be repeated in court or not. If the same thing is repeated in court, fine. If it's not repeated, myself, I will have my own conclusion and my own I will draw my conclusion. I will say it to me, and possibly I'll come live to say boys. But let's wait the day so that even someone like me can come out to say one paro, because I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to say one paro. Because moment also behind. Mo dẹ̀ ráwọn tí wọ́n sọ níta gbangba tó jọra wọn. Àwọn tó kù ni mò ń dúró fún. Àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó kù, I'm waiting for other talk to look the same or to change. If it looks the same, fine. If it changes, I would definitely say, oh, now boys, they don't change them, true. But let's wait until they change them. So that is all. So on spending, I don't know if there's anyone that is trying to say something before I go forward to talk about.
Westo, please continue. Don't be distracted. Continue with the narrative. We want to make sure we get a complete picture so far.
All right.
Let's try to minimize the interruption, please. Go ahead, Westo.
Okay, thank you. Let me just check the book. I've talked about his narration. I've talked about him saying that it was part of people trying to, give Mohbad first aid by trying to say, okay, we can go to hospital if you're really feeling the pain, and if the pain is not so much, since they want to call nurse, they made attempts and they try to look for a way for nurse to come. None of them was able to get the nurse, and like I said, Spending said he left at about evening time. He was not sure of the time, but he said the weather was dark and he left. And he said before he left, he didn't see Mohbad. And the last time he see Mohbad was around afternoon time. That was after they made attempt to give SA, and after they made attempt to try to get nurse, and they could not get nurse. That was the summary. And at the end of the day, when he made his submission, and he said he was only called on Tuesday that Mohbad died, and when he got to Mohbad police, someone said, well, so you are mute Bawo. Am I muted?
No, you are. No, don't mind that. It's that person's network.
I'm not muted though. So the person, after making the submission, Spending now said he was surprised, like he was just called the second day that Mohbad died, and when he got there, he was surprised seeing Mohbad on the floor, and so on and so forth. And after that, he requested for water. They gave him water. He was fasting actually, and he broke the fast. He broke his fast because he needed to be fine. He was given fan, and at a point, the heat was coming to some people, myself inclusive, and even two other sitting beside me. The generator went off, and there was no reason for them to continue. Going forward also, the judge said there is possibility that the case will be adjourned to, is in 19 he mentioned? No, sorry, 17th of April, because there is going to be annual leave for the jury. The jury are going for annual leave, which is usually 2 weeks. And for that 2 weeks, they have to respect the leave. They have to also, go on leave. That made the judge to adjourn to 17th. Now, the counsel to Spending said he won't be available on the 17th because he will be appearing before the Supreme Court, before the High Court, before this, before that. He was even reminding the judge that even his senior brother is also going to be in a court with him on that very day, I think on 16, meaning that 16, 17 is a busy day. So they have to come to Monday, which is on the 15th. And he said on the 15th is also not convenient, but because of the need for the inquest, he will look for a way to make sure that 15th it will come. At the end of the day, they agreed that the inquest should start around 9. No, they didn't agree. They suggest that it should start around 9 so that they can have enough time to debate. But later, they said 9 will be too early. So they now say 11. They agree 11. So by 15th of April, there will be inquest. And also, it's not going to be 12:1 that they used to do. It's going to be 11 a.m. The reason why they have to start early is because the court technical team, what do you call the people in charge of generator? They will be closing and shutting down around 3. So they said once they start by 11, they would have gotten to a reasonable place, a reasonable level, that even if the generator should go off, they would have at least done something meaningful. I don't know why they cannot buy generator. I don't know if they want generator from us so that we can give them generator and we can even buy fuel for them. I don't know why they should now be saying because of generator, because of light, no light in court, no generator. Okay, sorry, maintenance department. I want to say maintenance, not a technical. So I wanted to say, thank you for that on Facebook. Olowo Layemo Olushesi. He just put there that it's maintenance department, not generator department.
Use English to come out our head today, no problem.
You know, go hear English tired this evening. You know, mine no go touch ground. So please, maintenance department will off their generator by 2-3, which is not good for the court because the court is a small room and the ventilation there is not enough. Maybe we should just we should just gather money and tell the panel that we are going to be supplying fuel and generator for us to have this thing done. So that is it. And when he was giving water, when they observe him and they notice that he can't cope, they even have to off his cloth. Even my PA that went out with him to go and check on him said he vomited and people were there. People saw him vomiting. He vomited. He really, really vomited. So, and they have to take him inside the car to on AC for him. And the moment they said he should start coming, the judge in her whole magnanimity, or let me say, she was magnanimous enough to say that they won't be able to continue. So the case was adjourned till 15th, and by 15th of April, we'll be having spending back there, and we'll be having prime board back. And I think they want to bring a police officer to come and give some update, I think. Now, before I allow the panelists to talk, there is another interesting argument here that I want to talk about, and that is where it is like ibitoti konwaju is in that part where it was mentioned again by Falana's lawyers, that representative from Falana Chamber, that the court can as well give an order that this issue should not be discussed anywhere on social media, on radio, on television, that the way they are taking it and they are carrying this issue is embarrassing their profession. That is an insult to the profession. Westo, don't speak English again. You know, I might not go touch ground. Leave it. Let me continue. The Falanos lawyer said they should stop anyone, or let me say everyone, that they should not talk about it until the closure of the court. You know, the judge looked around, the judge could not understand. Even some other lawyers were looking left and right and the judge said straight away that, how is that going to be possible? He just said, how could Coroner stop people from talking about issues?
You want to talk Nigerians from talking about their picking way una fine.
Even the court is not a private place, and the court said it's not possible. Other people's profession cannot be stopped for their own profession. if the profession is for media to do what they know how to do, nobody can stop the profession. And the judge reminded him that there was a time that Falana in herself, Mrs. Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, stood before this court and said she wants a full media participation. She was the one that even said that media should be allowed to cover this. She was even making it known that it will not be out of hand for live broadcast. Before the court now said for some sensitive information and for some reasons, they can make jottings, they can ask questions, but they should not go live, which was agreed.